After creating your project in Visual Studio Code, you are ready to start developing some code. In this video, we will be working with Java and Spring Boot. In this example, we will be creating a plan for a music application like Spotify. First, start by opening your project and creating a folder with the name model. Inside this folder, we will create a new file with the name plan, and it will be a class named plan. And this class will be creating the attributes for the plan we want to have in our application. Now that we have our attributes created, we need to generate some constructors, which will be what we will be using to call this class later on. First, we will create an empty constructor, and then, repeating the process, we will create a constructor with all the attributes, except for the version. We can start by removing this. And now, repeating the same process, we will be creating setters and getters for all these attributes. Now that we have our plan model created, we need to create another folder with the name API. And inside this folder, we will create a new Java file with the name plan.dto. Now that this file is created, also in the same folder, we need to create a new Java file with the name edit plan requests. Now that this file is created, we will need to create a new one inside the same folder with the name create plan request. After creating this file, we'll move on to the next one, still in the same folder with the name plan mapper. Now that this class is created, we need to create a new folder with the name repositories, and inside this folder we need to create a new Java file with the name plan repository. Now that this class is created, we need to create a new folder named services, and inside this folder we need to create a new file called plan service implementation. To create what we want to be inside this new folder, this new file, plan service implementation, we will need to create two other files first. First, we will need to create the edit plan mapper, Now that we created this file, we need to create a new one called plan service. Now that these two files were created, we can move on to the implementation of the method defined before. Now that everything is created, we only need to call this function and deliver the results. For that, in the folder API, create a new file with the name plan controller. Now that we have our request built, it's time to test it in Postman, but first we need to run the program and make sure nothing is working wrong. So as you can see, the project has started and been initialized, And now we only need to head over to Postman. Now that we have Postman open, we just need to create a new HTTP request. By default, this places a GET request, so we need to change it to a POST one. And we need to see our URL, which is defined in the controller. And now we need to define our body, which will basically be all the attributes that we defined in our plan class. And now that we have our URL placed and our body configured, we just need to hit send, and there we have it. Our plan has been created and added to our database. We hope you liked the video, and thank you for watching.